Now, a new era has been ushered into the men's world marathon in Chicago. His name is Kevin Kiptum. He is 23 years of age and he has shattered the marathon world record by 34 seconds. We do celebrate him here in the country as he sets the country on a new trajectory and also flies the Kenya's flag high when it comes to matters athletics. That and much more on the program. We do have so much lined up for you here on Lookuptv Weekend, whereby we'll also be looking at stories making headlines across the country and also across the globe. Here in the country, we are talking about politics when it comes to matters sugar, especially in Western Kenya. President William Ruto has sounded a warning to the cartels in the sugar sector, saying that the government is going to be dealing with them. Also, Rigathi Gachagua is saying that the government is not divided, and he and the president are speaking from the same tone. As far as matters governance is concerned here in the country, we do understand that in the recent days there have been divisions as far as who is the shareholder in the President Ruto's government. President William Ruto has told the people of Nyanza that every part of the country is going to be getting development. A statement that seems to be deviating from what Gachagua has been terming, saying that those who voted for the president will be getting development first. That and much more on the program. Start engaging us on our socials. Satamoy Brian, that is on Twitter at Lookuptv. The hashtag we are using tonight is Lookup Weekend. We are also live on Facebook and on YouTube, and we do welcome your feedback on those particular social platforms. Do tell us where you are watching us from and what you think about the stories that we are running today, and we'll be able to sample some of it as we continue with the program tonight. Our sign language interpreter is Philista Adundo. Let's start. Now, Kenya's Kevin Kiptum is the new men's marathon world record holder, clocking 2 hours and 25 seconds to break Eliud Kipchoge's initial record set during the Berlin Marathon in 2022. Now, that was to win the 2023 edition of the Chicago Marathon. Now, the 23-year-old is now seen as the heir to the throne in the world marathon, with Eliud Kipchoge regarded as the greatest marathoner of all time, who is set to exit the stage. Now, President William Ruto on Sunday vowed to go after barons who he accused of crippling operations at state-owned sugar factories across the country. Speaking in Uriri in Migori County during his development tour of the Luo Nyanza region, the head of state expressed his frustration that many farmers are yet to be paid years later, despite delivering cane to the mills. President William Ruto, during his inaugural visit to Nyanza, made a scathing attack on sugar cartels while touring the Sony Sugar Company in Migori County. Ruto firmly pointed fingers at the cartels, holding them responsible for the decline of sugar companies in Western Kenya.
So, mimi nimepatia hiyo watu warning. The people who have taken the sugar sector hostage, and we know them. The people who normally go to court to block any meaningful transformation of our sugarcane sector. We want to give them a warning from Migori that this time round, tutaonana na nyinyi macho kwa macho.
The president accused the cartels of manipulating the sugar industry for their own gain. The head of state vowed that the government will clamp down on the sugar barons, despite the numerous cases challenging the government's reforms in court.
Hawa watu wote ambao wamechangia hii maneno, mambo yao ni matatu. Hakuna story nyingine. Tumekubaliana? Na unajua, mumesema vizuri. Hapa tumepata matatizo. Tunapitisha sheria, wanapeleka kotini. Tunapitia regulation, matapeli, wakora, watu wa jeuri, wanapeleka kotini. Hata wakulima wakifanya election ya representative ya wakulima, wanapeleka kotini. Kwa sababu wako na wakulima ambao wamewanunua, ndio wanataka waendeshe mambo ya wakulima, ndio maswali isiulizwe.
President Ruto maintained that the state-owned sugar companies will not be privatized, assuring farmers that their concerns will be prioritized in the leasing program, ensuring prompt payment for cane deliveries.
My proposal as national chairman, national government, county government, farmers, miller and sugar director acquire atengeneza board ndio tufuate hii pesa yetu. Hakuna pesa ambayo inakata na hakuna farmers representative hapo, pesa naenda ukiolea. Hakuna.
The challenge we have as farmers and sugarcane farmers and the mill is access to affordable credit or money. We used to have sugar levy that Governor Obado talked about.
Najua mumeniuliza ya kwamba ati leasing isifanyike hapa Soni. Hapana. That I don't agree with you, my friends. Tunataka kuelewana. Ile kitu haiwezi kufanyika ni privatization. Mambo ya kuprivatize kampuni haiwezekani. Hii kampuni lazima ibaki ya wananchi wa hapa. Ardhi lazima ibaki ya wananchi wa hapa. Tunaelewana? Lakini operation ya hii kampuni hatuwezi kuendelea na wale hawalipi wakulima na hawalipi wafanyikazi. We are going to have a leasing program where we are going to have a company that is going to make sure they pay the workers, they pay the farmers, na vile vile lazima tuanze kupata pesa ya wananchi wa Migori kutoka hii kampuni.
His visit to the Nyanda region also included the launch and commissioning of various projects, signaling his intent to make inroads into the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya leader's stronghold, Raila Odinga. All right, now Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has maintained his stance that those who overwhelmingly vote for the Kenya Kwanza regime should benefit immensely from the government. Now speaking on Sunday during a church service in Kapsabet in Nandi County, Gachagua said he is unapologetic over his stance. His remarks rather adding that those who believed in RUTO have every right to benefit immensely from his government, despite every other region deserving to get development.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua today has said the government is still intact and focused on delivering on promised development projects to improve the lives of Kenyans. Speaking at Kapsabet Showground in Nandi County, he has announced that they won't give distractions a chance to sabotage their workforce and they must deliver on the promises made during campaigns.
Wananikashifu mimi ya kwamba ninakumbusha rais ya kwamba hata tukipeana kazi tukumbuke zaidi wale walisimama na sisi, because kila mtu sasa anakimbia kwa rais kwa sababu ni rais. Siku alikuwa pale akiwa na shida mingi, hiyo watu walikuwa na yeye. Sasa wote wamefika. Ile bidii wako nayo ya kuingia kwa serikali na kuuliza maneno, kama hiyo bidii wangetuwekea kwa kura tungeshinda na kula milioni 10.
Nonetheless, the Deputy President has said that there are no leadership wrangles between him and the President, diluting rumors that there have been altercations between the two.
There will be no division in this government. President William Ruto and I talk the same language. We consult, we agree, and we move on. And the President is taking us to the right place.
Explaining that he has no problem with opposition supporters throwing their weight behind the President, saying he serves all Kenyans.
What we are doing and what I'll continue to do is uniting the backyard of President William Ruto in the Mount Kenya region and the Rift Valley.
Additionally, he has said there is need to integrate regions that voted for the President, defending that this will help to distribute development projects regardless of their rising political roles.
Mimi nimesema watu ya Mount Kenya waungane. Mimi nilisaidia rais na nilijaribu, lakini sikufanya vile ningependa. I would have liked to do much better. I gave President William Ruto from the mountain 87%. I lost 13%. I am looking for that 13% to give William Ruto in 2027 100%.
Ruga Ival, Lookuptv.
All right, thank you, Ruga Ival, for that particular report. Now, Mount Kenya leaders, led by Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga, now say that the region is united behind Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and President William Ruto. Now the leaders expressed optimism on Ruto Gachagua ticket, saying they will fully support them even in the 2027 election. This comes after there had been speculations that the Mount Kenya region was divided.
As a people, sisi wote tuko nyuma ya Rigathi Gachagua, and there are no two ways about that. Na kama community, because I believe I'm an elder in this community, nikiwa chairman wa magavana wote 10 wa mlima, kuanzia Meru, kwenda Nakuru, kwenda Embu, kuteremka Laikipia, kuja Nyeri, Murang'a, Kiambu na Kirinyaga iko hapa. We want to say in a very specific way that we are solidly behind President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, wakiwa na wakiwa na Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua. We can see a joint ticket na tuko pale. Na hatutaki tuambiwe vitu vingine. You can say this, you can say that, you can say whatever you say, but the point remains. Kama sisi kama taifa tungetaka kuendelea, it is important that we work together, tuwe na amani, tuendelee na tuhakikishe. Pengine mnaweza fikiria, wale wanafikiria Rigathi Gachagua hakutosha kwenda kuwa deputy president. Sijui mlikuwa mnaangalia nini, ni urefu, ni weusi, ni yellow ama ni nini, but the fact remains we must support our deputy president in every way.
All right, support from the Mount Kenya region. Away from that, President William Ruto has assured fish farmers in the vast Nyanza region of his government support in reviving the sector, now promising to pump more funds into fish farming. The head of state, speaking in Migori, called on the opposition allied politicians to work closely with the current regime, while urging the political class to shun divisive politics.
With the National Dialogue Committee continuing with their mandate, President William Ruto has called on all political leaders from the opposition coalition not to be afraid of working with his administration, while cautioning leaders against divisive politics.
Tunataka tufanye siasa yetu kwa taratibu, tushindane kwa taratibu. Vile tulifanya uchaguzi, hakukuwa na fujo. Serikali ni ya Wakenya. Hata kama kuna tofauti kati yangu na gavana wenu, hiyo sio kumaanisha ya kwamba county government ya Migori haiwezi kufanya kazi na national government. We must be able to differentiate between differences of opinion and the profile of the country that matters to all of us, irrespective of your opinion.
As Nyanza region remains heavily dependent on fish farming, the president pledged to inject more funds to the sector in a bid to lower the high cost of living.
Chakula sio mahindi peke yake, si ndio? Si hata samaki ni chakula. Na ndio sababu tumeweka pia mpango hapa Sori, kwa sababu tunataka hii Lake Victoria tuitumie na wavuvi wetu tuwasaidie waweze kuvua samaki nyingi, ndio tuweze kuweka chakula katika meza ya Wakenya katika kwa bei nafuu. Pale Kabonyo tumeweka mtambo mkubwa ya karibu shilingi bilioni 1 ambaye itatusaidia katika hatchery.
The head of state, while attending a church service in Uriri, Migori County, drummed up support for the new NHIF model, noting that everyone will contribute commensurate to their earnings.
Ile gharama ya NHIF pia ilipwe kulingana na mapato ya mtu. Wale wenye mapato ya chini walipe chini, wale wenye mapato ya juu kama mimi nilipe juu kidogo. Sio ndio kila mtu ndio atabeba mzigo kiasi yake? Ndio tumesema ile mmekuwa mkilipa NHIF shilingi 500 wale watu mama mboga na wale watu wa chini. Sasa tutapunguza kutoka 500 mpaka 300 hapo chini. Alafu mimi saa hizi nalipa shilingi 1,700. Sasa mimi nitalipa shilingi 15,000. At least tuendelee namna hiyo. Kwa sababu mshahara yangu ni kubwa ama ndio? Na hata huyo Chilo atalipa juu kidogo. Na Nyamita atalipa juu kidogo.
Right, now that story was produced by Ian Ketani, and it is a story that is taking us to a fast break here on Look Up Weekend. Don't go too far, we'll be back with more.
Are you looking for experts in waterproofing systems, concrete admixtures, flooring systems, refurbishment solutions, roofing, sealing and bonding, and building finishing systems? Look no more, as statehousekenya got you covered. With over 113 years of experience, we offer our customers a comprehensive one-stop shop experience and the best technical support. Our products are available in all leading hardware stores and building merchants across the country. Call us today on 0711 140 232 or 0786 140 834, or email us on sales@ke.sika.com. Sika Kenya, building trust.
Want to expand your business today or attend to an emergency? Gisort na Logbook Loan, a business loan solution that allows you to leverage your logbook as security, making the application process both efficient and easy. You can borrow up to a maximum of 1 million shillings, processed within 24 hours with a repayment period of 24 months. All you need is your original logbook, original ID and KRA PIN, 6 months bank statement.
Wewe ndio ulisema namba 5. Nilisema namba 5. Na ukakwama namba. Na nikatalia hapo. Sasa umejishindia, umeshinda nini mami?
Nimejisidia car wash machine. Itakuwa nikifanya kazi nayo.
Hii kazi inaosha carpet, inaoshia watu pikipiki, inaosha baka gari. Hii ni mashini ya pesa. Sasa hii utapelekea mami ama utapelekea nani? Utapelekea bibi yangu. Anaitwa nani, msalimia pale? Anaitwa Mere Wangari Munene. Aha. Mwambie nakuletea microwave. Nakuletea microwave. 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 Ati micro.
Over 18s only. Gaming can be addictive. Play responsibly. This message has been approved by the BCLB.
Right, thank you so much for staying with us here on the program. Interior and National Administration, CS Kithure Kindiki, has cautioned leaders in sections of Githunguri in Kiambu County over what he termed as involvement in crime. As Bridget Agola now reports, Kindiki affirmed the government's commitment to economic development and the safety of its citizens despite the planned deployment of local forces to Haiti.
With a rise in cases of crime reported in Githunguri, Kiambu County, Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki has cautioned local leaders, including village elders, against engaging or promoting sects that terrorize residents, noting that the government will not sit and watch.
Na wahalifu wanajifanya ni wazee wa jamii, wameunda vikundi haramu. Nasikia moja inaitwa Watandai. Nasikia ingine inaitwa Merega Keda. Nasikia wako na majina mingi ambao wamejiita.
With questions arising from the deployment of Kenyan officers in Haiti, Kindiki assured the public that the move does not compromise the security and protection of Kenya, as the move aims to address international concerns while maintaining a strong focus on domestic security.
Na katiba na sheria ya Kenya, mambo ambayo yamependekezwa na Umoja wa Mataifa kuomba Kenya kutuma kikosi cha askari wetu wa polisi ya taifa kuungana na wenzao kutoka sehemu nyingi kutoka mataifa mbalimbali ulimwenguni. Ombi hilo serikali kwanza itahakikisha tumepeleka ombi hilo katika bunge la Kenya kwa mujibu wa sheria ya Kenya. Kwa hivyo,
furthermore, CS Kindiki warned the instigators and planners of crime in Lamu County who use religion and historical grievances as an excuse to harm innocent citizens.
Naenda kukaa pale. So hii wiki baadaye tateremka pale Lamu kukaa pale. Na sio tu kukaa, ni kumaliza ile shida. Kabla sijaenda hapo, wiki hii tutaweka katika gazeti orodha ya washukiwa wakuu wa ugaidi ambao uchunguzi wetu umeonyesha wao ndio wapangaji wakuu wa mauaji ya wananchi pale Lamu.
Bridget Agola, Lookuptv.
Now, a family of a student from Mutoma Girls High School situated in Butere constituency, Kakamega County, is crying for justice. Now, this is after their daughter, a Form 3 student from this school, fell victim to an incident involving a priest who sneaked into the school premises and tried to drive off with her.
A family of a Form 3 student at Mutoma Girls High School in Butere constituency, Kakamega County, is crying for justice after a priest who attempted to kidnap their daughter from the school was released without charges.
This priest anatumia ofisi yake kukuja kudhulumu our community, kudhulumu wasichana wetu. Hata hakukaa cell, hakushikwa hata siku moja. Alitoroka, walimsafirisha, hayuko. Mtusaidie.
The priest is said to have sneaked into the school premises on the wee hours of the morning and tried to drive off with the student locked at the back of his car, forcing the rest of the students to raise an alarm for the security guard not to let the priest to leave the school premises.
Kitu ambayo litendeka, niliona gari kulichukua kama dakika kidogo. Baada dakika kidogo nikaenda kwa gari kama imetulia hapo. Nikaita father, uko na shida? Hakunijibu. Nikakaa kwa gate sababu tulikuwa na light. Alipotoka huko akakuja nikasikia tu akiniambia soja usifungue gate. Kuna mwanafunzi ndani ya gari.
The student's mother, Jessica Lukunga, is calling on authorities to ensure proper investigations are conducted as she demands for explanation from the school management.
Nilikuja hiyo saa, nikaongea na principal akaniambia alipata ripoti, father alikuja shuleni, akatuma mtoto shule kwa gari yake simu, baadaye akafungia msichana ndani hiyo gari yake.
The area chief Edwin Ambani has called on schools to have better management of people entering the premises.
Na kama sisi serikali hatukufurahishwa na hilo neno, sasa tunaomba tuwe na wakati wa father kuingia kwa shule kama wako na maombi na wasiwa kuruhusiwa kuingia kwa shule wakati wowote.
However, our efforts to contact the school principal and the said priest to comment on the issue were futile. Wanjiko Njoroge, Lookuptv.
Right, now Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to revenge against the Hamas Islamic terrorist group who on Saturday morning bombed Tel Aviv and Jerusalem in an ill-filtrated move, firing more than 5,000 rockets and killing at least 250 in the ongoing Israel-Palestine turmoil. Now, various countries have voiced their support for Israel, led by the United States President Joe Biden, who promised military support to Israel.
More than 600 people are dead, over 2,000 injured in the ongoing battle between Palestine and Israel. The chaotic scenes is first of its kind since the deadly attack between the two nations in 2005. The war in southern Israel is escalating, with reports indicating that Hamas terror group has conquered 22 Israel towns and are taking hostages from Israel to Gaza, which Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is following to retaliate with nearly 300 Palestinians killed in Gaza town, a place habited by Hamas group.
מהבוקר מדינת ישראל נמצאת במלחמה. היעד הראשון שלנו הוא קודם כל לתאר את השטח מכוחות האויב שחדרו פנימה ולהשיב את הביטחון והשקט ליישובים שהותקפו. היעד השני במקביל הוא לגבות מחיר עצום מהאויב גם ברצועת עזה. היעד השלישי הוא לבצר זירות אחרות כדי שאיש לא יטעה ויעשה את הטעות להצטרף למלחמה הזאת. אנחנו במלחמה, ומלחמה צריך לשמור על קור רוח. אני קורא לכל אזרחי ישראל להתאחד כדי להשיג את היעד העליון שלנו, ניצחון במלחמה.
Several nations including Canada, US, France and condemned the attack, while the Arab nations including Saudi Arabia, Iran among others supporting the attack. US President Joe Biden on his side offered military and weapon aid to Israel as the United Nations Security Council said to discuss the situation with thousands fearing for their safety.
I spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu this morning. I told him the United States stands with the people of Israel in the face of these terrorist assaults. Israel has the right to defend itself and its people. Full stop. There's never justification for terrorist attacks. And my administration's support for Israel's security is rock solid and unwavering.
Civilians in areas under siege have vacated their homes hours after Netanyahu's call, saying his government will launch aerial attacks in retaliation. Regan Megura, Lookuptv.
All right, away from that, from the international scene, we come back to the country. Now, a section of Kenya Kwanza MPs have vowed to put cabinet secretaries on toes to ensure the government delivers on its promises on service delivery. Now, speaking in Embu, the legislators challenged cabinet secretaries to move out of the boardroom meetings and bring service closer to the people. Ivy Wangulu with more of this particular story and from the counties.
Kenya Kwanza allied lawmakers are calling upon cabinet secretaries to step out of their office meetings and provide services directly to the people. Speaking in Embu County, Mbeere North MP Geoffrey Ruku emphasized that Parliament won't tolerate inefficient cabinet secretaries jeopardizing the president's campaign pledges.
Ministers of government who are appointed to serve in those positions in trust of the people of the Republic of Kenya, if they don't utilize their responsibility in the most appropriate way, if they are going to misuse the public resources, we as the members of Parliament, we will be quick to deal with them.
Elsewhere, residents of Embu have a reason to smile after the NHIF new program is set to benefit the vulnerable. The government, through the Ministry of Health, has evaluated 14,000 healthcare facilities nationwide to provide them with essential medical equipment to improve healthcare services. With Manyata MP Gitonga Mukunji observed that there is need to expand NHIF cover medical treatments from dispensaries, stating millions of people will benefit from the scheme than before. Don Bosco Agricultural Innovation and Technology Center in Embu have set up a hub to assist farmers not only with marketing their crops but also training extension services and providing them with seedlings. Embu Deputy Governor Kinywa Mugo highlighted that the initiative will educate farmers on how to utilize advanced irrigation technology to cultivate crops in arid areas while minimizing water and chemical usage.
Hii uhusiano ambao tunafanya na Israel si kitu ambacho tunafanya kwa muda mfupi, ni kitu ambacho iko hapo. Lakini lengo la muhimu sana, jambo la kwanza, lengo muhimu sana hii demonstration farm ni kuelimisha watu wetu, kwanza wale wa chini kabisa, njia mzuri ya kutumia maji kidogo na kuzalisha chakula mingi. Njia ya kisqueeze ya kileo ya kuweza kutumia dawa kemikali kidogo na kukuza chakula mingi. Tumetembea kwa greenhouse, tukaona they are using drip irrigation.
Ivy Wangulu, Lookuptv.
Let's get sporty tonight. Kenya national football under-20 women's team Rising Starlets stunned Angola, securing an empathetic 6-1 win in their first leg of the FIFA under-20 World Cup qualifiers played at the Nyayo National Stadium. Now, the Belden Odemba-led side will jet to Luanda, Angola for the return leg match.
We have a big goal difference, but we have not won the round. So we are still going for more goals. We are still going to play as a team. We are going to work on what we need to work on. We are going to counter the brilliance that we saw.
We don't like lose the game, but we have a good team, Kenya, in our front of. But our team, it was prepared to come here and to do one positive result. Unfortunately, we don't have this result to come to Angola, and we have a very physical problems.
All right, still on matters sports. Jackson Musoma led his team in booking a place in the grand finale of the KCB East Africa Golf Tour. Now the team of 4 carded a combined score of 100 points to emerge the overall winners of the 14th edition of the tour that was held in Machakos County. The team, led by Joseph Malatu, settled for second place after returning 100 points. Now both teams now will feature in the next month's grand finale that will be held in Karen Golf and Country Club. Now, Argentinian national rugby team Las Pumas trounced the Brave Blossoms of Japan 30 points to 27 in the knockout stage match. And now Las Pumas now will face the Dragons of Wales in the quarterfinals of the Rugby World Cup that is expected to be held in Iran. Now it's in Iran, not expected to be held. It's currently ongoing. All right. Now listen, it will be an injustice if I finish this bulletin without updating you on what is happening in the Premier League. I do believe that Arsenal did win against Man City. It was a 1-0. The goal was from, remind me again. I believe Martinelli. Yes, good. So Arsenal now, I'm told that they are tying with Tottenham on the first spot, that particular league. And also today we did have Wolves versus Aston Villa at 1-1, West Ham versus Newcastle 2-2, and Brighton versus Liverpool 2-2. All right, so I believe some people are very happy, especially if you are here, you will see that, but you're not here, so I have to update you that. Thank you so much for making time for the program tonight. My name is Brian Amwai. On behalf of everybody, and I mean everybody that made this one a success tonight, I do want to thank you so much for watching. That starts with my director, Jay Momanyi Jeremy, who is on the prompter and a fan of Arsenal, and the digital team led by Nasha and everyone else that has made it a success tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do this again on Tuesday on The Bottom Line. Good night. God bless you.